What is up, guys? HD here. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, where, as you can see, we have a steady supply of clean, disinfected water, which is awesome. We finally got the salt system up and running. I am so over the moon that we have this working, all because of this little pool here of salt water, which is absolutely delightful because now we can just carry on like normal and pretty much do the things that we need to do. Now, they are stressing, and I'm not really too sure as to why, because they're currently not doing anything. They're wet. How did you get wet? Harshal Bummington, where did you get soggy feet? I don't see anywhere for you to have gotten soggy feet, so I'm not entirely too sure how that happened. But that's okay, we can work on that and we can rectify the problem, because, well, we need to. We've still got this being filled up, we've still got all sorts going on. Is anything wet? Ah, wait. I think it's getting wet from down here. That would make sense, actually. Okay, so we do need to start working on an oil system, as well as doing a couple of other bits and bobs, because, oh, it's here. This is where it's happening. Right here, we'll mop that up. Actually, we'll change the priority of that job to a 7, because I do not want them to continue stressing. And they're stressing because of this, and that is because there is polluted ice in there, and it seems to be going wrong. But you know what? That's fine. We can deal with that, not a problem at all. So they're going to do that, which is awesome. Get that sorted, then they won't have to complain or worry about their soggy feet. I don't know what's going on there. There was like a thing. Oh, no! I just blocked it off, son of a bitch. Okay. Let's change this to a priority 9, because I do not want that leaking into here. I guess it'll make its own little pool of water in this way, but I guess, well, that's just the way we're going to have to do it. We'll change this back to a priority 7. That is filling down there, but that's fine. I'm not overly worried about that. Once they've built that, it shouldn't be a problem, which is awesome. And then we can actually focus on what it is I want to focus on for today, which is getting the systems up, running, and in some sort of cycle, because they all need to work around one another, or with one another, depending on how you want to look at it. So we'll get them to mop that, and that should be it from then on out. Hopefully that is that problem rectified for this moment in time. Now, I have set them to just bottle, which is why they're all coming down here, so they're probably going to get a bit cold, which is fine. I just want to fill this up so we have plenty of water, because at the moment it's all good, but I want to keep it even better. So that's going to stay fine. We do have a swelling amount of slime lung. Don't know why I said swelling, but hey-ho. That be the word I use, so that be the word I stay with. Okay, I think it's coming from down here, in all honesty, which kind of makes me want to block this off with normal tiles again. But I do need somewhere for the I'm not too sure. I don't know. I could put chlorine in there in gas form, or even in liquid form. That might work, because it's an airflow tile. If I put it in there in liquid form, that might work better. I don't know. I really don't. I've got a couple of things that I need to work out, but I guess in the meantime, we should just carry on with the day. Right, so before I can work on fixing the oxygen problem that we have down here, since it's mixing with a fair amount of chlorine, which is intentional, I do have a plan for what I want to do with this chlorine, but yep. Whatever that meant, before we do that, I do need to focus on a couple of other things. So, Harshal Bummington was the one that was stressing the most, so I've set him to relax for the next few days. Hopefully that will help his stress lower. I mean, it was on 42 a second ago, so 39 is definitely a step in the right direction, and it is definitely Harshal Bummington that is the most stressed. So, if we can sort that, things will be great from that point onwards. I also want to work on getting up here a little bit more. I want to get to the surface. I don't know how quickly I'm going to be able to do that, but that is my overall goal. I do want to get to the surface, so I am going to set a ladder there, but I'm also going to cancel the construction, or the excavation, I should say, of that particular area. Now, we're still pumping chlorine down to the rest of the colony, which is fine. It's actually backed up a little bit because this has reached max pressure, which is exactly what I wanted. So, down here in this system, we need to kind of pocket this machine, I was thinking of moving it because it's not very efficient and I don't want to get rid of the abyssalite, so I might move the oil refinery simply because we know it produces natural gas and we need that for this system up here, so if we can collect the both and put them together, everything will run in unison, which is the idea for today. That's the goal and that's what we need to achieve, so we need to actually get to a state where we can do that, and then things should be a bit better from then on out. I do need to tidy up this system a bit, but I think for now it will just do as it is. Now, oxygen down here isn't the greatest, which is why I'm also going to expand the oxygen network that we have here. Currently, it does just fill up this area and occasionally output into here, but I'm going to bring it down the ladder, as this is going to be our main way of getting down from here on out, all the way down to here, so it can deposit through this particular vent, because this won't be producing enough on its own when it's up and running. It's currently not up and running because this system isn't connected. I still need to connect it. I'm going to connect it, don't you worry. There's a lot I need to do and there's a lot going on, so it's just a case of getting that to be the case. Pretty much, that's what we got to focus on. Stress has gone down by a lot. That is because Harshal Bummington is taking a little bit of a break, which is awesome. I'm very happy about that. Germs are practically non-existent. Well, in the fact that the duplicants aren't ill in any way, shape or form. Germs, on the other hand, are very much present. But, oh, where is that water coming from? Oh, because we're digging up here. Oh, wow, they've made a bunch of progress. Okay, right, I forgot to cancel that. That's fine. And that, I won't worry about that yet. I need to stop this water from falling down here. Right, so, to do that, I will simply go... Well, I don't need an insulated tile. I'll simply put, I don't know, 2 of those there. They're going to be little hurdles that they're going to have to jump over, but once that is done, there'll be a little bit of water here, but that should be it, only because I don't want the duplicants getting the soggy feet debuff. It's not the worst debuff in the world, but I just rather not have it. So let's work on that. Hope everything will be okay after that. Salt is still being produced like nobody's business, which is awesome. There's some diamonds there, which is nice. And we have another neurovascillator, so that's also pretty cool. They're getting this room built, which is awesome. I do need to do that. I want to know what's under here, but I don't have a clue. And I don't know whether or not I should risk it. I guess I will at some point, but I don't know if I should yet. Oh, there's another room here. Nice. How hot is it up here? I should probably check that. Oh! Wow. That's surprising. Huh, okay, nice. I'm not going to complain about that. That is awesome. Okay, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. See, barely of the 8 duplicants are up here most of the time anymore. They're all the way down here, which does mean I should probably situate a couple down here, but I'm not going to do that as of yet. I don't see the point in doing that as of yet. Oh, they're slowly making their way this way. Good for them. Yeah, good for them. Right, so we're on the next day. I've had a couple of thoughts, and 2 of them, well, 2 of the duplicants don't really have rooms currently, so I was thinking, as we have so many things down here, maybe they could manage it on their own. I'm not really too sure. I don't think that would be the case. That was probably a stupid thing to say, but eventually we're going to have multiple places that they will be. I'm thinking of building a couple of rooms down here. Now, obviously, it's very cold down here, so we're going to need some sort of heating, which obviously is going to use more power, which isn't always an ideal outcome. Yeah, that looks normal. Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Is it liquidizing then? I think it's reaching a certain temperature, so it's causing the... it's causing it to turn to ice. As you can see, we now have 12 duplicants in our lovely little colony, and that new duplicant is called Jumping Joe Joy Johnson. Oh, God, I don't know where she is. Oh, there she is. Yep, okay. Jumping Joe Joy Johnson. Welcome to the colony. Sorry you have to sleep on the floor for your first night, but that's kind of normal around here. You'll get used to it. I did try and get your cot built at a high priority, but Well, it didn't quite work out, but I guess that's okay. Our oxygen system has once again reached the point where it is full and currently just sitting there, which obviously isn't the most ideal outcome, so I'm going to implement a couple of other routes that it can go to. I think I'm going to put a vent here. I feel like that could be kind of useful, considering I know there's oxygen there regardless. I mean, yeah, actually that might not be the most beneficial place to put that, but down here, on the other hand, it could do with an oxygen supply to push the chlorine around the facility, which could work out for the better. I'm not really too sure. Up here, oxygen is rather sparse. How is there oxygen in here? I don't have a clue, but there is. But that's okay. It's normal oxygen, and things are alright. Okay, how much progress are we making up here? Quite a lot. We are going straight up, I am aware, but I do eventually want to make it to the surface, which is why we are doing that. Who is stressed? Mr. Tippy Toes. I think I put you... I did. I put you on a break, which is fine, as you are the one causing the colony stress problems right now, which is not what we want. So... yeah, we're gonna get to fixing that. It actually seems that I didn't need to up my oxygen production, but I forgot that I've actually got more than just these two diffusers. I've got a bunch of electrolyzers around the colony, which is kind of useful, so I guess that's always gonna work out for the best. Our plumbing situation is still brilliant. I'm never gonna complain about that. This is getting a bit better. I do need to fill this up a bit more frequently, which is another thing I need to work on. I'm going to change this from a pitcher pump system to a liquid pump system. That way it will just be constantly fed and things should work out, but I want to make sure the other systems that I'm working on are actually done and constructed before I get to that point, so everything can work like clockwork. That's the plan. Whether or not that actually happens is a different story, but I did need to check how much power this requires, because I have forgotten. It needs a lovely 480 watts. That is actually perfect. Oh, that is awesome. Okay, so can I build, or do I have the room to build, another natural gas generator in here? I will if I move the vent, which I am going to do. Now, the reason I want a second one is because this alone produces 800 watts of power, which is brilliant, but I don't think it's enough. And if I connect both the systems together, we can actually connect this system to this system up here. Now, I know that makes wiring a little bit of an issue, but I can rewire it to up here and along here and disable these wires so we can just go straight down the ladder. I wish there was some sort of splitter so you could choose, you know... yeah, you know what I mean. I'm not speaking very well today. I don't know what it is, and I don't know why, but I guess I'm just gonna have to accept that fact. We have 15 tons of coal. Only one of these is being used, which kind of makes me feel like building 2 was a redundant idea. So, in fact, I'm going to do that, as only one of them is being used regardless. So, we'll just get rid of the thing and carry on using the system like normal, I guess. I think 1% stress and 0 germs, 64,775 calories is also pretty darn cool. It happened to change right as I said that, but 62,975 is pretty good in my books too. Oh, in fact, it's going up, which is even better. Oh, I'm never going to complain about that. Okay, I have a couple more pipes and stuff that I need to build, but once we've done that, we should be good to carry on like normal. Right, okay, so I've built some weird system here. Now, the reason I've used bridges in places where there don't necessarily need to be bridges is because, obviously, as I stated before, things get prioritized if they're used via bridges. So, I've gone ahead and put a bridge here so it goes up into this system here. Then this will output into the same pipe as this one, and then obviously if this is full and in use, it will go over to this system here, making both function as intended, and we can also worry about getting this done as of when we need to. The way I've built this currently doesn't really help its case, but it means we can put another bridge here and go up and around this way, which is going to be useful at some point as we are going to have oxygen and so on being pumped into this room. So there's going to be both good sides and downsides to everything that we've done here, but hopefully that makes sense to you. We just need to get it built ready for when this system is up and running. All it needs now is power, which is a little bit funny because we need that to have power in the first place. It's all a little bit bounce off one another. It just needs a kickstart like a lot of the things that we've built in this game. Right, how are things looking? I know that the chlorine down here is starting to disperse a little bit and make its way down here, which I'm absolutely fine with. That was the plan. Obviously, I did want to use it to help disinfect the area, but I think it now needs to be in liquid state before that can happen, which I did completely forget about. So having the gas move down here is fine by me. I'm not going to complain about that in any way, shape or form. Now, I know I've still not utilized any of the steam vents, but I think this salt system is going to be sufficient for now. Now, obviously, there's a couple of things we can't do with the water level at the state that it is currently at, simply because this gets pumped now and then, which is refining water, but not enough to get it up to the pitcher pump, which is fine, because a lot of the things that we need and used to rely on were through the pitcher pump. So now that things are getting a little bit easier without it, we should be okay to use it once again when things go back to normal. Now, I could disable the pump temporarily until this pipe's blocked, but I'll have to monitor it closely, and I'm trying to work on other things at the same time. So this system is all but up and running and ready. We just need to kickstart it. So I don't know how I'm going to do that, because if I use a coal generator, there will be carbon dioxide in the air. I mean, there's already carbon dioxide in the area, but it will be there even more so. You look like you're floating, Sleepy Deeps, but you're not. You're standing on the bottom of the ladder. Okay. Oh, they're almost down here. They are so close down here. So close. They are unbelievably close. It is very hot down there. That was the wrong overlay. There we go. But it is actually cooling down a little bit because of the ice and everything, which is fine. I'm okay with that. It's trying to reach an equilibrium again, so that is never an issue. I'm never going to complain about it, ever. But hey-ho. Right, so with that being the case, once we actually get down here, if we analyze the reservoir, which is currently inactive, we could... I mean, can we analyze it? I don't think we can. No, it doesn't say we can. Huh, okay, so I'll just have to get a pump and stuff down here, ready for when we do. And if we can get... Ah, there's one there, yes! If we can have more of those morbs and have them up in this area, if we get them tamed, we should be good to have our own source of oil, which we did have temporarily up here, right at the start, but the morbs we had died, which is, well, never great, but it is what it is. So yeah, once we get a pump down here, we can do some cool stuff, which will be awesome. Hey, Morby Moo, how you doing? Are they not called... Oh, that's not a morb. I think of the wrong creature name. You knew what I meant. I knew what I meant. That's all that counts, right? Oh, dear. Right, okay. So, another thing I want to do to increase the oil supply that we have, even though this oil is very hot, I've got to be careful duplicants don't get injured if they come down here. I'm going to dig that just as an experiment, because it's unreachable because they won't go in the oil. Oh no, it might be unreachable because they haven't gone down far enough yet. I don't know. If they won't go in the oil, I completely understand why. It just makes it a bit more tedious to do the things we need to do. That's magma. I wonder what we can do with magma. Ooh, I don't know, but I'm curious to find out. I'm very curious to find out. Okay, so we know that we need a temporary source of power. I don't know where you get lumber. Maybe there's trees on the surface now? Oh, I don't know. I don't have a clue. But for now, as we have 14.4 tons of coal, I'm going to build another coal generator to provide power to the system that we need to kickstart the system's power thing. That makes sense? It better. Oh, it better of. In fact, let's not put that there. Let's put it somewhere a bit more accessible and a bit more convenient for us to run wires to. So, go back to power. We'll place a coal generator here and simply go up and along. There we go. So once that's up and running, all of this system will start kicking into action, which means this pump will then start providing power for all of this, which also means that this system can eventually as well go up and running. Because now the siev's not connected to that system, things work a bit differently, but we should be good to go. We should be. Whether we are is a different story, but we should be good to go. I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to find out, because the moment this gets powered and the water keeps getting sieved, things will be great. So let's make use of this last cycle and hope things will be okay. I'm not overly worried about the gas at this precise moment in time, as there's other things I've got to worry about. But for now, let's see how much good this actually does. So, obviously we are going to need a source of oil, but I think we might be able to pick it up and bottle it to it. I'm not too sure. That might not be the case. I might be completely wrong, but once we get it powered up and running and ready to go, hopefully things work out for the better. Hey, the coal generator is active. Okay, so all I need to do now is get a source of crude oil, which we are going to do down here. Now, obviously, the pump's going to need power, but we could also connect that to this system, because this is now producing 1600 watts of power. There's 240 there, another 240 there, another 240 there, a 480. We have the coal generator currently. We have the liquid pump up here, so we have enough excess power to have another pump, as well as another pump. So we can connect the saltwater pump that I want to build down here, as well as doing everything that we need down here. Things should be good once this is working. This is pretty much what this episode was about, getting this stage ready, up and running to the way it is now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this up here, and then it will destroy... I don't know if I can run it through there. I might have to dig out the ground here and then deconstruct this area to get rid of everything on top of it. I'm not really too sure. If it doesn't, then we're just going to have some floating stuff before I place some floor, but that will be okay, I guess. I don't know. I guess we're going to have to find out. I guess we're going to have to find out indeed. I'm going to place some ladders there, cancel that one. We are going to dig along here. I'm going to leave a little bit of this floor because, well, it's unique and I want to keep it. So, yep, we're going to be doing that. Then we can keep doing some cool things. I really want to make use of what we have left for this cycle. What is this output? Carbon dioxide, heat, and steam. Oh, that's interesting. Steam could be useful for water. Carbon dioxide is just a bypass of that, so we can worry about that at a later time. Oh, yeah, this whole thing could be kick-started in a really cool way. And another thing I'm going to do, because I think I have to, is kickstart this system too. Because once the... Oh, it's already done it. Okay, so once this reaches down here, we'll have this, and then we can power this, and everything should be great. So, once that's kick-started, and everything's built, and everything's good, we should be good to just carry on like normal. This was it, guys. This was the goal for the episode. And we did it. All but, we have like 5 cycles left to do everything that I need it to do, because we have the water now. We fixed that in the last episode, which is awesome. We're going to have another supply of oxygen from this system here, as well as providing a little bit more power to the system independently with the manual generator as a backup, like the one up top. We're also going to have things going rather well. Okay, so disabled by automation grid. Okay, so this needs to be below, and that one needs to go above. Okay, so then, not disabled by automation grid, we should just see some good stuff start happening. We should. So, currently, that's hydrogen. Come on, do your thing right. Please do your thing right. Have hydrogen up top, and have oxygen down below. Hydrogen, hydrogen, hydrogen. I think this is working. Why has it stopped power? They're both active. Why has that happened? They should both be active, but they should be active in different ways, I think. Is it above and below? Have I done this right? Let me have a quick look. That is below, and that is above. Okay. So this one should be below, and this one is above. Perfect. Okay, so yeah, it just needs a bit more power, and then things can be good. The system is currently being fed a multiple array of gases, but that is also okay, because once the system's up and running more effectively and consistently, things will be good. I know how many times I've said that during this episode, I am aware, but I'm just excited that that is the case. Oh god! And just like that, we're about to hit cycle 180. Wow. Wow. That is a lot of cycles. That is a lot of cycles. And there we have it. Cycle 180. Damn. I am very pleased about that. Holy moly. Oh, it's going well. It's going well. No one's in distress. I mean, there is some stress going on, but we're not lacking anything. Food's great. Things are just going the way that they should be. And that's awesome. I'm never going to complain about that. So I guess for now, on this little bit of a cliffhangery note, I'm going to have to leave that episode here. In the next one, we'll have the systems up and running, like, properly, which will be nice. And then we can just carry on with our day and hope things will be absolutely delightful. That just melted. Okay, that's fine. You know what? Let's just leave the episode here. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, let me know what you think of the video, and I will see you in the next one.
Duck season! Fire!